There's a common misconception that B2B SaaS companies that have a proactive approach to feedback should act on all new ideas, well, immediately. This myth has caused a lot of problems for product teams who are inundated with great ideas from stakeholders from every angle and want to keep these stakeholders happy. However, as humans, we tend to have a pretty short-term memory, and the latest thing we've heard is undoubtedly the most urgent. Urgent, important, and needs an answer immediately. This is what product teams need to push back on, because important decisions should rarely be made in this way. At Receptive, we recognize that you need a place where those ideas can simmer and build use cases and add additional feedback. You need to know how many people these ideas are going to impact and get to the bottom of the pain points to know if more problems can be solved with one easy solution. Receptive allows you to do just that. By quickly moving new feedback items to awaiting feedback and linking to your feedback policy, you're allowing your product teams to push those decisions back and make those decisions with more clarity, insight, and perspective on what the big problems and opportunities really are. There are 2 times product teams should really be using Receptive. First, for research, and second, in road mapping meetings. Just because work is already underway doesn't mean you can't use Receptive. Do a quick search for the projects you're currently working on and see if there are any interesting insights into what people have requested already. You can also head over to your Browse tab in Receptive and filter down by tag to find some interesting ideas. Be sure to click into the ideas to see the discussion. That's where the juicy use cases can sometimes be found. And then be sure to add this step to your planning process. So every time you go to build something new, you do a bit of research in Receptive to see what people are asking for. The obvious time to use Receptive is in your road mapping meetings. Depending on your strategy and current goals, you'll just start at the top of 1 or 2 of your smart lists and work your way down. This way you're discussing and deciding on the requests that have the most value, and this way you'll be reaching the exact user segment that you're trying to help. If you need help on this step, there's a section all about this in the Receptive Launchpad series. Now, back to the initial review or triage. Here's what we recommend. First, quickly add important tags, decline things you know you're never going to build, and merge any obvious duplicates. But don't spend a long time here. 95% of these new requests should be bulk updated to the awaiting feedback status in a minute or less. The goal is to use Receptive feedback when you're planning and building things, not when someone first requests something. This way, when you update items that are most valuable, you're actually notifying a lot more people than you would if you're doing them one by one. You're also using Receptive to take pressure off your product team to say yes to just a few and your loudest stakeholders. Trust the process by moving your road mapping decisions down the road and get out of the habit of making knee-jerk reactions when you only have one piece of the puzzle. A lot more of your stakeholders and your target users will really thank you for it.